2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Who will stick around for the weekend? Our coverage of the Genesis Invitational continues as we get into our second round coverage. Andrew Catalan here, pleased to have you back with us. And Rich, as we get set for this second round, our featured player is at the top of the leaderboard.
Their display was, it's hard to even say because I've never seen a player do this. They're opening up such a massive lead after the first round. It's like, where do you go from here?
Let's get down to the first hole. This is big trouble.
He's going to need an incredible stroke of luck to get this out with any momentum going forward to get it on the green. Oh, just leaking ever so slightly. Awesome.
On the green, yes, but a long way from home. And this putt is way out there. Let's see if he can lag this in close. So close. Now this putt for birdie. What a start for our featured player, extending the lead early.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is shaking out, currently in first place. Let's go out to the par 4 second. That is going to work. That's a really nice approach shot.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
He makes the putt and extends his lead.
Gotta love that start right there. Absolutely taking it to the field.
Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place. Teeing off here on the third. Wow, he's going to like that one. Let's go down to Henny.
He's got around 100 yards here.
That's a textbook swing on the approach shot.
Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker.
This one might...
Oh, that's outstanding. Holds it from the bunker.
Okay, time now to get back to live play. 8 feet remains. Getting hot early. Nothing like it, Rich.
Ooh, hot start indeed, but a lot of holes to go.
Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. This is a hybrid. The mission is simple here. He has to get up and down. From the edge of the green and into the cup. That is worthy of another look. After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard.
Go to hole number 5, and it's a par 4.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Time to catch up with the Canadian, Brooke Henderson. Let's recap this big putt. Well, I'm pretty sure she felt that had a chance. Well, Rich, being half a Canadian these days, I certainly take a shining to Brooke Henderson because she really is a national hero, arguably the best golfer in Canada, not just female. Of course, we know she's the best woman in Canada, but the way she plays the game, it really endears her to a lot of people, doesn't it?
Well, it does. I'm still trying to figure out which half you're Canadian in because I'm really not buying
the
that.
Back half.
I'm really not buying that statement there, Luke. I mean, just look at you know, the first thing I notice is how good she swings it. I mean, you just don't see many professionals in the game swing it that good, regardless whether it's men or women. She has got a world-class swing, and that stands out more than anything for me. And she's just out there, and she's having fun, but she wants it all. She wants to win every single week out there. And the competitive fire that burns inside her, it shows. I mean, she really wants to win every single week. You know, it's not happening, obviously, but I tell you what, she's a phenomenal player. And she's just going to win as many times as she wants to, it seems like. Not how many they're going to give her, but she's a real deal.
Good shot shape, this one. The fade ball flight. Going with the 6-iron here. Lovely effort, that. A birdie putt awaits. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round.
Luke, I don't know if you know this or not, but nothing rolls like a ball.
Currently sitting at an impressive 20 under par here.
Over to the par 4 7th hole.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
This shot will come out of the fairway bunker.
Drawing it in there beautifully.
Target practice with these approach shots, just like that. Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
It should start out straight enough and then have a little bit of a break to the left as it nears the hole.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
And that putt goes. What a great bounce back on this hole.
That's a really good effort to get it up and down out of that bunker for the birdie. Good job.
Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard. And now teeing off on a par 4. Ooh, absolutely unleashed it. Our truck is telling me we have to show you what happened earlier today at the 7th.
An absolute beauty of an approach.
Oh, I love Lydia Ko. The young Kiwi just has it on a string today, doesn't she?
Looks like a similar approach to yesterday, Rich.
Had a good result here yesterday. Hopefully conjure up some more of those good thoughts.
That's a really nice shot. Six feet remain.
This is to make a deposit in the birdie account.
The putt goes in and the lead continues to grow. And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard. Time for the tee shot on this par 4 hole.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
I've got about 160 yards to the hole here.
Yep, okay. This is at the green.
That's another green in regulation.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
A birdie would look really nice on the scorecard. The putt goes in, and that cushion is getting wider. Taking a look at the leaderboard, he's got the lead. Now to the 10th hole, it's a par 4.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
What an aggressive play, and it pays off on the green on a par 4.
That's exactly what I had done. Nobody wants to see somebody laying up on a par 4 that's drivable. Pull out the big stick.
Could it be? Oh, how about that one?
And a chip in, Luke, just what the doctor ordered.
Even 2 putts would be good from here.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Henny, how tricky is this one?
Oh, this is going hard left.
Come on. This putt from 6 feet away. He makes the putt and extends his lead. No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front.
Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there. Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Johnny Mack, what's the news?
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets set for his next shot here on the 6th.
That's a nice looking shot, that one. Just fading back into play.
Will it? Will it?
That's inside the range. What a shot. Okay, time to return to the action. Time for the second shot at the 11th. Maybe going for the green, are we? Yeah, this is the stuff we love. Getting after this par 5 in 2.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, fellas, looking like, I'd say 25 feet to the cup from here.
Yeah, that's a good line, that one.
Looking good.
Oh, so close. Just a short putt remaining here. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Teeing off here on the 12th hole.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Wonderfully played. He's setting up for his second shot. That's always an impressive looking ball flight, isn't it, the draw? Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
That's disappointing. And this putt coming up for his par.
This is no gimme, guys. There's a lot of right to left here still.
Sitting at 25 under as we head to the next. The 13th hole is a par 4.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Oh, well played. Let's take a look at this from just a couple of moments ago.
Second shot.
Oh, how close was that to going in? Well, Rich, this looks like a familiar spot for this player.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
And he's hit that inside the range. Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. On the tee here, the par 3 14th.
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hopping right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Yeah, that was a safe play. Oh, 13-footer coming up here.
Looking for another birdie here.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt's going to come in from the left side.
Ooh, a couple of birdies on the bounce. Look who's on a roll.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Rich, why don't we catch up on some of the other action going on around the course?
Great touch here.
Well, that's a bonus. Mark that down on the card. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now.
And now teeing off on this par 4.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
That was really well played. Time for the second shot here at 15. Really well done. This could be a big momentum putt. It's for birdie. The putt goes in and the lead continues to grow. And after that hole, our featured player still atop the leaderboard. Now to 16, it's a par 3. Going with 8-iron here. Get down. There was a game plan there, and that approach was executed nicely. And now let's see what Will Zalatoris did earlier in his round.
That's in the jar.
We're back. Time to have more live play. He's got this left for birdie. No change atop the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off here on the 17th hole.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
On the green in 2. How about that?
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
John, give us a read on this putt.
Looks like it's going left to right on this putt.
Pretty good from that distance, just a little meat left on the bone. 4 feet to the cup. The putt goes in and that cushion is getting wider. John has the latest from the grounds.
Hey guys, we are down here checking in with the Canadian Brooke Henderson as she gets set for her next shot here on the 14th.
Well, that should limit the damage. Nicely done.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Let's take a moment to update everything on the course with a look at the leaderboard. We finish on 18 with a par 4.
Tee shot up the hill. Fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
Let's see what the featured player can do from about 160 out.
Oh, just drifting in there with a little bit of fade on it. Lovely.
Oh, I can hear the golf claps around the course. 6 feet to the cup. Oh, that's the way you finish. A birdie on the closing hole. Halfway through, and they are in first place entering the weekend.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
That will do it for our broadcast day. For all of us at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you next time. It's time to prepare for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. It's moving day at Riviera, and our third-round coverage of the Genesis Invitational is set to begin. I'm Andrew Catalan. Thanks for being with us on this beautiful day. You walk around the grounds today, there's a sense of urgency among these players. You're going to see all the thrilling action right here on 2K Sports. Let's go out to the first hole. This will play nicely. Okay, this from 210.
That's the way to draw up a nice shot.
This one is absolutely hunting. This one will have to travel pretty far to get to the bottom of the cup. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
A tricky little slider here, downhill, moving to the left.
This starts on a really good line. Tracking nicely. Oh, so close. A birdie putt coming up. This could be a big one. Okay, the putt goes in. Time for the next hole.
I can't ever recall him making a birdie and feeling bad about it. So yes, birdie on the first. Great job.
Teeing off on the par 4 second. This is a bomb. For more, we send it down to John.
Hey guys, we are checking in with Brooke Henderson as she gets set here for her next shot on the 16th.
Getting better, getting better.
This looks like a 190-yard shot. Okay, that's going to play. All right, a longer putt remains. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
This is going to turn ever so slightly to the right.
This putt on a good line. This has got a chance. This one is going to go.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
And after that hole, our featured player is in first place. The tee shot at 3. He really got behind that one. Setting this one up from about 100 yards away. Those are the shots you practice at the range over and over, and boy, does it pay off here.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
What a shot by Justin Thomas.
Time to get back to the course. This putt from 8 feet away.
This for a birdie.
That putt goes in, and what a start for our featured player, adding to the lead.
Oh, that settles the nerves right there. Great stuff.
Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place. We have a par 3 here.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Going with 5 wood. That's a tough one to swallow.
Yeah, trying to draw that one in there, but not committing to it, leaving it out.
I just love watching those pitch shots around the green. Well played.
Yes, Very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Needs this to drop to save par. All right, that one is behind us. Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard.
Now on the tee of the 5th hole, the par 4.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Second shot here on the 5th. That was wonderfully done. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
John, give us a small update.
Hey guys, I'm down here checking out Tom Kim as he gets set for his next shot here on the 7th.
This one was flushed right at it. Will it go in? And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. The 6th is a par 3. That's a good stock shot, the fade, isn't it? Looks to be going with the 6 iron. Well, that's beautifully judged.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
John, have you got a read on this one?
He's got this one going down the hill and moving to the left. Let's see how he deals with it.
And that drops for a birdie.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard.
Out to the 7th hole.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
You think about Tom Kim, he burst on the scene at the President's Cup in 2022, and he has just exploded since then.
And he's going to continue to get better each and every week as he gets to know these golf courses and becomes more comfortable with them. He's an extraordinary player.
I'm being told John has more. John, what can you tell us?
Hello up there. We are checking in down here with Lydia Ko as she gets set for her next shot here on the 14th.
Time to get back to live play. A 3-footer coming up. Another birdie. 6 of them on the day. And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard. A par 4 here.
Good birdie on the last. What's in store now?
What an aggressive play. Just a phenomenal approach here at the 8th, and now we're going to see a birdie putt. This putt from 4 feet. Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is shaking out, currently in first place. We've reached the closing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
And Rich, this is a similar spot to yesterday.
Got some good vibes after yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today. Drawing it in there beautifully.
Wow, another shot on the green. We've seen that a lot today.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
Well, this would be really nice to get a birdie opportunity. Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. We start the back 9 with a par 4.
This hole is so important at this critical time. Go for it, lay it back. How much do you trust your swing?
While we have a minute, let's take a look at what happened earlier today at the 12th.
This is a beauty of a third. Very nice shot.
And from the bunker. This is the third. Keep an eye on this one. And just a tap in left for par. After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard.
Teeing off here at the 11th.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Let's head over to the 18th hole, shall we? Here's Lydia Ko.
I think she's going to be happy with this.
And back to the play, shall we?
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
It looks like he's thinking about going for the green here. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
And that'll ensure he remains in first place. Here we have it. Trying to feed off the eagle and build on that momentum here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Well, Rich, when she exploded onto the scene as a precocious young teenager, winning early, dominating the women's game, New Zealand had a bright young star in Lydia Ko, and it's only continued to shine right throughout her career. She's a lot to marvel at, isn't she?
She is, and it never ceases to amaze me, Luke, how players at such a young age have so much success, and then they taper off a little bit. Not fall away, but they taper off, and the game doesn't quite go the way it's always gone their entire life. They struggle. But then when they do come back, it's like they're even better than what they were before. And I think that's what you see in Lydia. You know, she came out and a wunderkind, was winning everything at a young age, amateur, then professional. And
yeah,
then
she exploded onto the scene.
She exploded, and then there was just a little bit of a drop-off, you know, and a little bit of confidence got shaken, which, like, how did that happen? She's the most confident person out there. She's beating everybody. And then all of a sudden she fails, and, you know, kind of changes things up a little bit, you know, knocks the dirt off and gets right back on that horse and starts winning again. I'm always fascinated by that, because when you lose your confidence as a golfer, it's so hard to get it back, because sometimes what happened to you is the death of you. You're just like, I can't shake, you know, whatever got into my brain or into my swing. I can't quite shake that, and I can't forget about it. And she's done so seamlessly. Hats off to her. I love watching her game. I love watching her play, but I'm more fascinated by the fact that she's come back stronger, I believe, than she was when she first came out.
That's a good putt to make that one. That's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Par 3, hole number 14.
Luke, this is a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult, because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. And that is a goal shot in line with the hole. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. And he holds another one, and he's building quite a sizable lead here. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole.
And now teeing off on a par 4.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Oh, that's a beauty. How about holding that one?
The second at 15.
Oh, just leaking ever so slightly. Awesome.
Wow, you gotta love that shot here at 15, and a birdie chance is on the way.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
He makes the putt and extends his lead. No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front. Here's the par 3 16th hole. That's a really nice approach shot. How about this birdie putt? All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
Tricky one here. This one's going down the hill as well as moving to the left.
How did that not go in? And now a 6-footer is left.
This one is for par.
Well, after an approach shot like that, Rich, that feels like a wasted opportunity. And after that hole, our featured player is still atop the leaderboard. Time now for the par 5 17th hole.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
I like that one. On the green, but a long way away from the cup.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
An opportunity to make birdie. John, you're down there. What can you tell us about this putt?
Well, this is looking from my vantage point at least about 22 feet from the hole.
Oh, this one is looking good. It's on a very good line. And just misses. Well, a par would look really good on the scorecard right now. Ooh, that's a tough one. Putting for eagle and walking away with a par. Time for the tee shot at 18.
Tee shot up the hill. Fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
That is right on target. What a beautiful leave right there.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
7 feet remains. That's it for today. 18 holes remain, and wow, there is a lot at stake tomorrow.
It's been a work of art from my point.